Well, welcome back, everybody, to Two Pastors and a Mic. My name is Shannick,
And I'm Corey.
and we want to tell you Happy New Year.
Woo-hoo!
Welcome to
You know what? I forgot.
2025.
I should have, from the party last night, I should have grabbed my little, woo, blown a little
Or
bit
the
of
glasses that have like
glasses,
2025.
hat. We should have dressed up. We failed.
We did fail.
We did fail. Well, the reason why we failed is because we pre-recorded this, so we weren't at a party last night. But Happy New Year. We hope it's amazing.
Yeah.
It actually is. I don't think we've ever done a podcast on New Year's Day because
Not
it
yet.
never lined up.
Yeah, not yet. So did you, or are you going to stay up till midnight?
Well, we already know that we did. Here's the deal, Shannick. I am one of those people. Now, I'm a great parent. I'm just going to speak that into existence. Because of YouTube over the previous 5 years, before last year, and when I say last year, I mean 2023 New Year's Eve, we were the type of people that were in bed by 9 or 10 o'clock, and we would show the previous year YouTube video to our kids to make them think that they stayed up till midnight.
Hold on a second. I got to get the picture of this. What did you do with the clock on the oven or the microwave
Oh, we changed them.
or a clock on a wall?
Oh, we changed them.
So the kids had to go to their bed. You change the clock. They come back out.
No. We were just rolling with it.
Just nonchalantly, casually,
Yeah,
just
the kids
changing
aren't
them.
paying
They don't
attention
even
at the time.
know.
I just go. I only had to change two. I changed them, and then we'd go. Oh, guys, the ball's dropped. Let's watch the ball drop. Oh, Happy New Year! Blow the stupid
Yeah,
thing.
you made it till midnight, guys. It's time for bed.
Let's go to bed. They didn't have clocks
That's
in the room
funny.
at their time, and so we did that. But last year, I was invited to my first ever real New Year's Eve party, which you missed. You were in New Orleans.
I was celebrating New Year's in New Orleans.
Well, how do you say it?
New Orleans.
Did I say it wrong or
I don't know. What do
New
you say?
Orleans?
New Orleans. Yeah.
Whatever. Country draw.
It's less it's not a local. You're not a local. I'm not either. But I've been there multiple times.
Louisville. When
Yeah,
people are
Louisville, Louisville, Louisville.
Louisville. You live in
No, it's
Louisville.
Louisville.
No, Louisville. Anyways, I was
Same
invited to that
thing.
party. So for the first time in 5-6 years since we had kids, I stayed up till midnight. And then obviously last night, I stayed up till midnight because we were at the party together, which,
Yeah.
by the way, some of you, since this released on midnight, some of you might be driving home from a party, hopefully not drunk, and you're listening to Two Pastors and a Mic. So welcome.
Yeah, welcome. And
Happy
those of
New Year.
you that are listening internationally, I
They've
didn't
been
even
up for-
realize that this podcast did get released right at midnight, because that's what starts the day. For some reason, I thought it'd come out at 6, 7, 8 in the
Well,
morning.
it does for our Netherlands friends.
But-
So they're on their way to work
Yeah, I
listening
know.
to us. Happy New Year to you all.
Or
what
hopefully
a great,
they have off. They're not on their way
They
to work.
do. Actually, I was having a counseling session with someone from the Netherlands, and they have a 2-week break.
Oh, sounds good.
I know. Well, you could. I mean, sounds good. You're in charge, so you could literally give everybody.
Well, we still have Sundays. We
but you
still have to
could
work.
give us. Not really. We canceled the Sunday and did a video, which you're going to
Last
see here
week.
today.
Yeah, last week, not into the
do
new
the
year.
dang thing. Well, we're actually not going to do a big challenge around the new year. I know in years past, if you're looking for that from us today, you're not going to get it. We do because this is a podcast. You can go back to years prior. I
Mhm.
think 2022, we did a 4-week series going through the book, The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry,
Yep.
which for you and I, we went through that in COVID. We actually taught it on Facebook Live to
We
our
did.
church during COVID. It was such a monumental book for us to just learn how to be still.
Yeah, go slow.
Go slow. It was monumental for me. So we did 4 weeks on that. You can go back. I would encourage you to go back anytime to do that because it was a really good challenge. It's a really good book. If you're into reading, that's a good book to start out the year. 2 years ago, what did we do? In 2023, we did New
Year, New You.
New Year, New You. And what did we talk through?
I don't know. Was that the 5 Fs?
The
or
5
was
Fs.
That,
Yeah, that was the 5 Fs.
that was the 5 Fs?
Yeah. What were they? Can you name them off the top of your head?
Yeah, I can. The 5 Fs: faith, family, finance, fitness, and friendship.
The 5 Fs. So we did a New Year, New You, really challenging around the 5 Fs, which that was a good one. That was the start of 2023. And then what did we do last year? Do you even remember? Oh,
Navigating minefields.
I have to apologize because last week on the episode, he was going to highlight his favorite podcast episodes. And I read his iPad.
His notes before I said it.
And I told you that we didn't do that series on the podcast. And I stand corrected. We did. We just didn't call it Navigating Minefields. We did that and had them different titles for the episodes. But you were right. I think we did 4, 5, 6 weeks right to start the year about how you think and the importance of getting the right thought patterns. And so I apologize our global audience that I was wrong.
Well,
and
you
I
are forgiven. Apology accepted.
Thank you. He's usually not that gracious off camera, so I'll take it for what it is. Well, today we shot a video this past week for our church. Now we're doing a sermon series at Hill City called Re-Life. And obviously you've heard us talk a lot about the power of Re.
Mhm.
If you haven't already, you can go check out the Re initiative at thepowerofre.com and get involved. We actually really want to encourage you. This whole month, we're talking about how to rethink and rewire and renew and maybe remember.
Reimagine.
Reimagine. Yeah. You got any other Re's off the top of your head?
No.
Come on.
I mean, I really don't know. Did you say renew?
I can't remember now.
Yeah.
Sounds
Redeem,
good.
restore, revive.
Come on, you got them all. And so just challenging our church around this idea for their own lives. What's something that you need to think different about, or what's something you need to do different about that could be like a destiny or a legacy piece for people? And we've been challenging our church about this $20,000 match campaign. Give them a brief, even though we're about to send you to a video that we'll talk about it, give them just a brief recap.
Yeah. So we bought our fourth property in a house for the housing initiative, but it just so happened to come with a church building.
So a fifth property.
And a fifth property. Within this building, though, we're not going to use it for church services. There's already 5 or 6 other churches on the street, but we're using this building to make an impact in the community by offering different services. And so
not church services, but
yeah, like serving the community. And I'm getting ready to practically tell you some ways that we've already
we'll pause because it's
been
in the
connected.
video.
It's in the video, but since this video got released last Christmas, we've had a few people reach out since then. We had a nurse from our community saying they want to do some back to school wellness checks. They want to offer wellness checks to some of the elderly in our community.
Incredible.
Which is absolutely incredible. We had someone else reach out to say, hey, could we do some type of back to school program? Because we're literally 30 to 45 seconds from Hazelwood Middle School and even New Albany High School. And so they talked about some back to school programs, or possible like setting up some hair stations to do back to school haircuts for kids that don't have the means, or their parents don't have the means to do that for them. So there's endless potential
Seriously.
with this thing. And you're going to hear a little bit more about it in just a second.
Yeah. In fact, so we shot this video for our church. We wanted to include it here for our podcast episode. You're actually going to see a video of us speaking in the church that he's talking about it. You're going to hear about this $20,000 match campaign, which we would love for you to get involved at thepowerofre.com. But why don't you check out 12-minute video of what's going on in our community and how you can even be a part, even if you don't live close by. Good afternoon or good evening, whenever you are watching this. We, Pastor Shanik, myself, we hope that you had a very Merry Christmas, and we hope that you're going to have a great new year. But before we get to the new year, this Sunday, the 29th, if you're watching this live, we wanted to share our hearts a little bit about where we're going as a church in this next season of 2025, but also kind of give you a visual because we're seated in a special place.
Right, absolutely. So this is the last Sunday of 2024. We've had an incredible year at Hill City. We've been able to be a part of so many amazing things, making great impact in our community. And one of those things, or the main thing, is our Re-Initiative program, where we are offering affordable housing to single moms in our community. So far this year, we have finished out 2 houses. We're working on the 3rd house, matter of fact, right next door to this church building. But that house, when we purchased it, came with this empty church building space. And so that's where we're currently at, down on Silver Street in New Albany. And we do want to let you in on a little thing, or not a little thing, a big thing, really, that we're hoping to get into this next year in 2025, because this space, as it has been used as a church for, I don't even know how long this building has been here, at least 50, 60 years. But the crazy thing is, on this 1-mile street down here in New Albany, there are 5 other churches and church buildings, not counting this one. And it was really on our heart not to have Hill City launch other campuses or have other services on separate nights down here in the city, but we really wanted to come alongside of the Reinitiative that is really empowering people. It's all about empowerment. And we got together to say, how can we really empower the people that live in our community? And so instead of turning this space into just another house for the initiative, we're actually going to be using it for all kinds of incredible programs this coming up year after the build out and renovation is complete on the space.
Yeah, and thank God we're not turning this into a Hill City church service building. We are not using this as our second campus, Hill City, New Albany. No, this is going to be used for a plethora of things. In fact, we already have several people using this space, which is such a small but cool and quaint place.
Yeah.
What is already happening in here?
Yeah, absolutely. So this will be the home for the Reinitiative. This will be the RE or RE headquarters, RE HQ. Also
Did you just come up with that?
well, I've been thinking about it for a week or two. Also currently on Friday nights, we have a lot of the Hispanic community coming together for Bible study, to come together to have this space to eat and connect. And just love on other people in the Hispanic community, but it's not just for the Hispanic community. They're open to a lot of, or everyone that wants to come out and really be a part. We have Jimmy, who is heading that up and is pastoring that movement. We've had a trauma-based therapy group for women already meeting in this space. Also, we have a hope that we can offer different classes out of this space, such as we have a lady that's volunteered to do resume writing classes, which is super cool to help the community, putting together an entrepreneurship program that will help turn people's dreams into reality when it comes to maybe starting a small business or something they might want to do on the side for extra income. So we're going to have that out of this space. We're also going to use this space for different pop-up events. There are a lot of people we're connected to in the community that maybe have a fashion line or clothing line, also like baked goods, cake shop, and they might use this space and utilize it for a Saturday or Sunday afternoon pop-up shop to sell their merchandise out of. And then also I've been meeting with different nonprofits in our area. And one of the difficulties they have is providing an offsite space for training, just like we want to take our team to different places to offer training outside of the walls of our church, change things up, get them out of routine, and also pour into them just some training things or some vision aspects. So this is going to be a great space that our nonprofit friends will be able to come in and utilize as well. So I'm super, super pumped about all the possibilities. That's just scratching the surface, I feel like, of what could really happen in this space moving forward.
Seriously, when you hear that, and if you're actually paying attention to the ideas, you might even have ideas of your own. It's kind of what we're trying to stir within our church as we start 2025. January, we are kicking off a brand new sermon series called Re-Life. And the whole idea around this is kind of even piggybacking off our August series where we called Re-Chase the Lion.
Right.
We're really just trying to stir you to dream again as you're dreaming about what this space is going to provide for the community, which in a year might be totally different, and that's
Right.
okay. I hope you caught his heart, and maybe not only were you beginning to think about what you could do in this space, but maybe what you could do with your life to change your family's destiny, legacy. What would it look like if January 2025, you started to pursue those dreams that you have? You started to rethink things. You started to rewire how you think. You started to maybe reignite some of your passions or renew some of your passions or maybe redirect some of your passions. As you can see, we are pretty enamored about the whole idea of because it applies to every single one of us. In our own context, we can redefine and renew some ideas, some dreams, some thoughts, maybe some businesses that we want to do. And so the whole month of January, we're going to be diving into this. We encourage you to come be a part of it as we try to reignite that spark in your life to maybe do something that outlives you.
Absolutely. I love that. So really reimagine what your life really could look like with you thriving. Whatever picture that you have in your mind of that to be, we're going to encourage and cheerlead and champion you on into that endeavor, whatever God's laid on your heart. And whether that is with some type of business or community impact, but it also could simply be rethinking how you interact with your wife, with your spouse, with your kids. And maybe you want to create or recreate, if you will, the life that you've always dreamed of having. Because I know so many times for many of us, life happens, right? And we get beat up, and it feels like life just like chews us up and spits us out, and we go through all kinds of crap, if you will. And I would say that we really want to get it to a place where we help you begin to thrive in life and overcome some of those things, and really reimagine, like we said, and rethink what God could potentially do in and through your life, because we believe, and I believe, that he's always working, he's always moving, he's always speaking. And I know he's speaking something of encouragement directly to you, because that's our God, because he is love, and he speaks through his spirit with encouragement and edification. And if you haven't received that for a while, I really encourage you to be with us as we kick off the new year. It's going to be a 4-week series, I believe.
Maybe 5. I can't
Maybe
remember how
5,
many
4 or 5
Sundays.
weeks on life. And I know it's just going to be such an empowering message for you.
Yeah. And so as we've been talking about as a church for the last month, we actually had an individual who has been a part of the Reinitiative. He's seen kind of the impact already, believes in what is happening. He came to you and wanted to do a match campaign. Why don't you tell the people we're going to be doing this throughout the month of January to continue it? I think the last day is January 15th, or maybe is it the whole month?
We'll just do the whole month, through the whole month of January.
But why don't you explain a little bit of what we've even shared to our church, whether you're watching this because you're a part of what we're doing, or maybe someone shared this and you just happened to fall on this video. You as well can be a part of what you're about to share.
Yeah, absolutely. So this individual approached us and wanted to give $20,000, because we really do believe around $40,000 will finish out this space that we're currently sitting in.
Crazy.
Which is so cool, because as you mentioned, it's a quaint space. It's kind of small, but we have some big dreams that we want to do in here. But he gave this and he said, it would be really cool not to manipulate anyone into giving, but if you want to be a part and want to see impact happen right here in our community, this is a great endeavor and a great thing for you to be able to give to and invest in. And so far we've been doing this for about 3 weeks or so. We've almost hit the halfway point. We're not quite to halfway yet, but I believe over the next, 4 weeks, as we continue to announce this within our church, within the community, that I know that need is going to be met, because there is a need to really impact this area, because of course God loves the people in this area, and we want to be a part of what he's already doing, and we want to align with that. And so if you would like to give or contribute to this campaign, you can go to The Power of Re. There it is again. We think there is power in living a life of Re. thepowerofre.com. That takes you to the Reinitiative homepage. Right from that page, you can give, you can click to volunteer and get updates on what's happening, and also to get updates on serve opportunities, because yes, we're going to be using some contractors in this space, but there will also be volunteer days set up for you to come out, do demo, rip up carpet, paint, all the stuff. And so that's a great way for you to be a part, make an impact in the community.
So thepowerofre.com. Again, this is not one of those things where we're trying to manipulate you or force your hand. If you want to be a part of it, 100% of your donation will go into this specific building for that match campaign to get it ready in use for our community. And as we are doing this, and as the service projects are happening in January, we do want to inspire you around things in your own life that need to be stirred up so that you can continue to pursue the dreams that you have, that you want to see accomplished, the legacies that you want to pass down to your own kids. So again, anything that you want to find out about the Reinitiative, thepowerofre.com, anything that you need to find out about Hill City, you can go to hillcity.tv. We are glad that you joined us. We hope that you are having a great break from the Sunday stuff. If you care about that, we really are enjoying it. I think I'm having a breakfast right now as we speak. Hopefully with you, but you told me that I wasn't allowed to see you because you needed a break from me. So whatever that meant, maybe you can pray for him because he needs a lot more joy in his life. But we hope that you have a safe and happy new year. And as always,
when we see you next year, until then, know that you're loved and there's nothing you can do about it.